Allison, nice to meet you.
Hi, Allison. I love your dress.
Oh, thank you. I love yours too.
Thank you.
So a film of this magnitude, there's over 700 extras in one particular scene. How does this compare to other films you've worked on? Like a set that, like this, a cast this big of a size. How does it compare to other films?
That's a great question. It's like the same. It's like you're making 3 films at once. So the same amount of work and research and design development goes into it. It's just the magnitude of our team that it took to make it happen that we're so thankful to is what that epic scale that took to make that happen.
What would you say was like the hardest set to create?
Yes.
That took the most effort and time?
There's a couple in this film that were at a really difficult scale, but I would say the Wallace party was 8 locations and set builds in one. So we had these amazing barren roads this elephant travels through, and then we get to the exterior of his house, which is a real castle that's still existing, that we built a ballroom facade attachment to, and then you enter into the Ace Theater, and that takes you through the bedrooms of this mansion, which we built on set. So stitching that all together to make a cohesive story, that's like the first 20 minutes of the film, was an incredible feat of just how are we going to pull this off, and we're pretty excited by how it came out. Yeah.
That's so awesome. Like, how do you stay consistent and like keep that continuity going when you have these different locations?
That's a really good question. We had so many locations on this film, but the script moves really fast, so we actually embraced creating an environment that was very focused to each character. So it was either a different color palette or an architectural style, which is true to Los Angeles because everyone comes from Europe and builds their style, or New York, the East Coast, and builds their style of houses like you see today. So it's this like, kaleidoscope of architecture, and so in our story, each character, for example, Jack, Brad Pitt's character, who's trying to really show off his knowledge and his importance in the arts, has this beautiful Spanish villa house that's full of books, whereas Eleanor St. James' office is Victorian because she's a little set back in time. So we just looked at different architectural periods and styles to marry to the style of our characters.
Oh, I love that. Did you draw upon any particular designers or architects to inspire you, or just like Art Deco in general?
I did look at, for the sound film era, to set designers of that period, Cedric Gibson, and also German Expressionism, to like really look into what set designers like myself were doing 100 years ago, and just be inspired by the scale of sets that they were building and the way that they were building. So all of our sets were actually constructed in the same style that they were in the 20s, with true size lumber and nails and no screws, to like really just get the historical accuracy of the period.
Cool. And do you have a particular set that you designed that is kind of your favorite, you have a soft spot for?
I go between the party and the silent film studio. It's really special to me because we just found a ranch in Peru and got to build something from the ground up, and to do that at that scale where you're putting in roads and big gates into the studio, and we built that 360 environment that the camera and Damien were able to play with and explore. It was really special. I'm really proud of that.
Great, thank you so much. Have a great night.